What if I told you that some of the most powerful secrets for living a longer, healthier life after 60 aren't hidden in some pharmacy aisle, nor locked behind expensive treatments, but sitting quietly right now in your kitchen fruit bowl? For many seniors, the greatest enemy isn't simply disease, it's something more insidious, more silent. The slow fading of energy, of sharp memory, of precious independence. Muscles weaken, bones thin, minds cloud, and one day, without warning, the body you once trusted feels like it's slipping through your fingers. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be that way? What if tiny choices, the fruits you eat each day, could hold the power to preserve your clarity, your mobility, your strength, well into your 80s, 90s, and beyond? This isn't some guess or passing health craze. This is science, real studies, real people, real transformations. And this video isn't about promoting the latest fad. It's a journey, a roadmap paved with research, real-life stories, and the quiet wisdom of seniors who didn't just live longer, they lived better. In this three-part series, we'll peel back the layers to reveal 5 extraordinary fruits that science shows can boost your longevity, fortify your immune system, shield your brain from decline, and keep your heart vibrant. Each fruit, each story will shine a light on real seniors, men and women in their 70s and 80s who made small, deliberate changes and witnessed breathtaking results. But before we dive in, if you believe in honoring the wisdom of the elderly, if you value practical advice built on love, resilience, and science, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support fuels our mission to create more stories that motivate, educate, and inspire. Now let's begin with 2 fruits that every senior should be eating every single day. When you think about aging gracefully, most people picture a strong body. But let me ask you, what about your mind? The truth is, one of the first signs of aging isn't aching joints or a stiff back. It's forgetting why you walked into a room. It's names slipping away. It's the slow erosion of memory and confidence. It feels small at first, but over time it chips away at your spirit. That's where blueberries come in, the brain berry, and one of nature's most powerful gifts for preserving mental sharpness after 70. Blueberries are packed with antioxidants called anthocyanins, the very compounds that give them that beautiful deep blue hue. These antioxidants form a protective shield around your brain cells, reducing harmful inflammation, improving blood flow, and guarding your neurons. The precious messengers of memory. This isn't just theory. One landmark study, published in the Annals of Neurology, found that seniors who consumed just 2 or more servings of blueberries or strawberries a week delayed their cognitive aging by as much as 2.5 years, compared to those who didn't. But science is just the beginning. Let me tell you about Eugene, a retired music teacher from Oregon, now 79 years old. For decades, Eugene's mind was a symphony of memory. He could recall every note of a Mozart sonata with ease. But as he approached 76, his mind began to betray him. He forgot names, lost conversations. Even simple piano pieces became struggles. His daughter, worried and heartbroken, urged him to choose it. 3 months later, Eugene said it felt like a heavy fog had lifted. His memory tests improved, his mood brightened, his music flowed again, his fingers dancing effortlessly across the keys. It wasn't a miracle, it was biology, nourishment, doing its quiet, persistent work. Stories like Eugene's remind us, aging is inevitable, but decline is not. You just have to fuel your mind with the right tools, and blueberries, well, they aren't just a treat, they are medicine, disguised as sweetness. Now, if blueberries protect your mind, avocados stand guard over your heart. And after 60, protecting your heart isn't just important, it's everything. Every birthday after 60, your risk of heart disease rises. Your arteries stiffen, blood pressure creeps up, but one of the simplest, most delicious solutions may be hiding in plain sight. In the rich, creamy flesh of an avocado. Avocados are nutritional powerhouses, packed with heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, potassium that keeps your blood pressure in check, and fiber that nourishes your body from the inside out. A monumental Harvard study, tracking over 110,000 participants for 30 years, found that eating just 2 servings of avocado per week cut the risk of heart disease by 21%. And this isn't just numbers on paper, it's living proof. Let me tell you about Mildred, an 82-year-old widow from Arizona who radiates life. Every morning, Mildred laces up her sneakers, walks 3 brisk miles, and savors a simple ritual. Half an avocado at lunch. A decade ago, her doctor warned her about rising blood pressure. Medication seemed inevitable, but Mildred chose a different path. She swapped processed snacks for creamy avocado toast, sprinkled with sea salt and vibrant cherry tomatoes. Today, her doctor calls her a miracle, but Mildred knows the truth. It wasn't a miracle, it was respect. Respect for her body, for her future, for the life she still wanted to live. It's no accident that places like... So how can you make these fruits part of your life? It's simpler than you think. Toss blueberries into your oatmeal, your smoothies, your summer salads. Spread mashed avocado on hearty whole grain toast. Mix it into your tuna salad, or sneak it into a green smoothie. It's not about eating a mountain of fruit once a week. It's about small, consistent choices day after day that add up to something magnificent. Don't fear the calories, embrace the nourishment, because these fruits don't just fill your plate, they fortify your future. Let's take a moment and reflect. Blueberries to preserve the mind, avocados to protect the heart. Two simple gifts, two daily habits, two foundations for a life filled not just with years, but with clarity, confidence, and calm. And the best part, these treasures aren't rare. Just awaiting for you at your local market, just a few small choices away from a longer. In the last section, we explored two everyday fruits that every senior should embrace daily. Blueberries to nourish the mind, and avocados to fortify the heart. Together, they shield two of the most vital organs as the years go by. But living longer isn't just about staving off disease. It's about something far deeper. It's about staying energized, remaining independent, and preserving that spark of emotional connection that makes life rich. True longevity means waking up eager for the day, walking without pain, remembering every precious face and every beloved name, and that's what we're aiming for. In this next chapter, we'll uncover the next two fruits, the next two powerful allies in your journey toward vibrant, graceful aging. One is a crimson treasure, revered for centuries as the secret to youth, vitality, and strength. The other is tropical, tender, and a gift for the gut, the hidden command center of your immunity. These aren't just fruits you find at the store. They are daily rituals, backed by science, confirmed by stories from real seniors who dared to believe that aging could be something beautiful and chose to act on it. Let's begin with pomegranates, a circulation fruit that fights aging from deep within. Across ancient civilizations from Persia to Egypt, pomegranates were known as the fruit of the gods. And once you understand their power, you'll know why. As we grow older, the vessels that carry life's essential fuel, our blood, begin to falter, arteries stiffen, blood moves slower, less oxygen reaches our brain, our heart, our limb, and slowly, fatigue creeps in, cold hands and feet, brain fog, dizziness, the slow stealing of vitality. But pomegranates offer a natural defense. Packed with polyphenols, these ruby seeds unleash a storm of antioxidants that improve the flexibility of blood vessels, enhance oxygen-rich blood flow to the brain and heart, reduce plaque buildup that can block arteries, and quench the fires of cellular inflammation. And this isn't just legend. It's proven. In a study published in Clinical Nutrition, seniors who drank a simple glass of pomegranate juice daily for 1 year showed measurable improvements in carotid artery thickness, a critical marker linked to stroke risk. Another study appearing in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry demonstrated increased nitric oxide levels after pomegranate consumption, expanding blood vessels naturally, allowing oxygen to flood where it's needed most. You don't have to look far for real merchant proof. Meet Dorothy, 81 years old, a retired school principal from Michigan. She had been struggling not just with stiff knees and lingering fatigue, but a heavy, sluggish feeling she couldn't shake. Her daughter, a nurse, gently encouraged her to add fresh pomegranate juice to her morning routine. 3 months later, Dorothy said it felt like she had new legs. Her joints moved easier, her mind was quicker. She wasn't dragging herself through the day, she was gliding. It used to feel like my legs were filled with sand, she laughed. Now I feel like I'm floating. That's not magic, that's biology, pure and simple. Better circulation means better everything. If you want to bring this fruit's magic into your life, it's simple. Sip 4 to 6 ounces of unsweetened pomegranate juice at breakfast. Sprinkle jewel-like seeds over your morning yogurt or oatmeal. Toss them into a fresh spinach salad with walnuts and feta cheese, or blend them into a smoothie with earthy beets and sweet berries. Worried about acidity? Start with small amounts. Dilute with water or a mild herbal tea if needed. And remember to always choose pure juice, free from added sugars or unnecessary fillers. Pomegranates don't just guard your heart, they have shown potential in protecting against Alzheimer's by easing inflammation in the brain. They bring with them a generous serving of vitamin C, something our immune systems crave more with every passing year. If blueberries are the guardians of memory and avocados are the sentinels of the heart, then pomegranates are the lifeblood, keeping everything alive, moving, and vital. But what about the gut, the foundation of everything? That's where papayas step in, a gentle tropical healer that too many people overlook. Many seniors suffer silently from digestive troubles, bloating, constipation, gas, sluggishness. And what most don't realize is that poor digestion, your brain slows, your energy flickers, even your mood begins to sag. Papayas, however, offer a remarkable, natural solution. Their secret weapon, an enzyme called papain, which helps your body break down proteins and absorb nutrients with astonishing efficiency. But that's just the beginning. Papayas also offer a rich serving of vitamin C to strengthen immune defenses, fiber to keep digestion smooth, folate to fuel energy production, and powerful antioxidants like beta-carotene and lycopene to extinguish inflammation before it burns out of control. And this isn't just tradition, it's documented science. A study published in Neuroendocrinology Letters found that seniors who consumed papaya enzymes daily for just 2 months reported significant reductions in bloating, constipation, and digestion discomfort. And here's the key, about 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. When your gut thrives, listen to Margaret's story, a 77-year-old woman from Florida who lived for years in quiet misery. Bloating, discomfort, restless nights. She tried medications, teas, fiber supplements, but nothing worked long-term. Until a friend introduced her to a simple ritual, a few slices of fresh, ripe papaya after lunch each day. In just a few weeks, everything changed. The bloating eased, her energy returned, her sleep deepened. "It's like my stomach finally exhaled after years of holding its breath," she said, smiling through tears. Margaret didn't just improve her digestion, she reclaimed her vitality. Papaya is incredibly easy to weave into your daily habits. Enjoy fresh slices drizzled with a squeeze of lime. Blend it into a tropical smoothie with ginger and pineapple. Dice it into yogurt or cottage cheese for a creamy, refreshing snack. Build a rainbow-colored fruit salad mixing papaya with bananas and kiwi. Even if you have dental sensitivity or struggle with acid reflux, papaya is one of the few fruits that remains gentle, soothing, and easy to digest. And here's a tip, the tiny black seeds inside aren't waste. They carry mild anti-parasitic properties and can be eaten in small amounts for added benefit. In many parts of the world, the Philippines, India, Costa Rica, papaya isn't exotic, it's a daily companion. And the people who grow up eating it often live into their 90s and beyond, many without the heavy chains of medications. If your digestion has slowed, if your immunity feels shaky, if your energy flickers low, the answer might not lie in a bottle of pills. It might be resting quietly in a papaya, waiting for you to take that first sweet bite. Before we move on, let's pause for a moment and reflect on a simple but powerful truth, shared by Walter, age 84, a man whose quiet wisdom touched everyone he met. He said, "I spent decades chasing pills, but when I finally started chasing fruit, I began living again." Those words carry the weight of a lifetime. Because longevity isn't found under fluorescent lights or inside pill bottles, it's found in daily choices, small, faithful, loving choices, repeated over and over with patience and care. So where are we now in our journey? Let's take stock. Blueberries to sharpen memory and protect the mind. Avocados to strengthen the heart and lower stroke risk. Pomegranates to renew circulation, fight inflammation, and preserve youthfulness. And papayas to soothe digestion, bolster immunity, and lift energy naturally. 4 fruits, 4 pillars of a longer, stronger life. But we're not done yet, because there's one final fruit to reveal, one so ordinary that you might pass it by without a second thought. Yet inside it lies the key to stabilizing blood sugar, calming inflammation, and building the resilient body. And in the next section, you're about to find out. Now we arrive at one of the most underestimated heroes of the fruit world. It doesn't boast flashy headlines. It isn't considered exotic. Influencers rarely rave about it in glossy magazine spreads or viral videos. And yet, this simple fruit holds more proven power for senior health than nearly any other. It's humble, it's affordable, and for many of us it was the very first fruit placed into our tiny hands as children. Today, as we complete our journey through nature's greatest gifts, we return to something beautifully simple, the fruit that keeps you going, even when everything else around you tries to slow you down. Let's finish strong by talking about apples. The everyday fruit that silently, powerfully fights the battles we cannot always see. Inflammation, blood sugar spikes, and the creeping wear and tear of time itself. You've heard the old saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And while it might sound like an old hashing nursery rhyme, for seniors, it's truer than ever. Apples are packed with pectin, a remarkable soluble fiber that slows digestion, steadies blood sugar levels, and nourishes the healthy bacteria in your gut, the very foundation of your immunity. But that's just the beginning. Apples are also loaded with polyphenols, compounds that sweep through the body, reducing inflammation and gently lowering blood pressure. They bring vitamin C, crucial for protecting a senior's immune system and preserving radiant skin. They are rich in flavonoids, nutrients that support lung health, strengthen blood vessels, and reduce the risk of stroke. And the real magic lies in how apples work quietly behind the scenes. Blood sugar control becomes critical after 60. Even seniors without diabetes often face creeping insulin resistance, leading to low energy, stubborn weight gain, and a higher risk for heart disease. Apples slow this process. They smooth the blood sugar curves after meals, preventing the dreaded spikes and crashes that can sap your strength. At the same time, they battle chronic low-grade inflammation, the hidden driver behind arthritis, Alzheimer's, heart disease, and more. Apples contain quercetin, a powerhouse flavonoid that calms the immune system's overreactions, leaving you with fewer aches, more mobility, and years more life in your stride. This isn't theory. Let me tell you about Henry, a retired railroad engineer now 83 years old. After losing his wife, Henry's health began to slip. He moved slower, his joints stiffened, his blood sugar spiked and crashed like a roller coaster, leaving him exhausted and withdrawn. His daughter, noticing the change, suggested one small habit: eat an apple every morning. At first, Henry laughed it off. It's just a fruit, he said. But day by day, something remarkable happened. His knees ached less, his digestion smoothed out. He started walking again, slowly at first, but with growing strength. One crisp autumn morning, he turned to his daughter with a wry smile and said, "I think the apple's working." Today, Henry starts every day with a simple ritual: a sliced apple, dusted with cinnamon, and a small spoonful of peanut butter. Sitting on his porch, watching the sunrise, feeling the gift of another good day. It's more than food, he says. It's my moment of peace. It's my promise to myself that today will be lived well. And bringing apples into your life is easy. Dice them into warm oatmeal sprinkled with cinnamon. Toss small cubes into a chicken or tuna salad for a sweet crunch. Bake them into healthy crisps with oats and a drizzle of honey, or simply slice one fresh. Pair it with a spoonful of almond or peanut butter, and enjoy a snack that's as nourishing as it is satisfying. No press, no stress. Apples are portable, forgiving, and strong, and those who eat apples daily have been shown to lower their risks of heart disease, stroke, lung decline, and even certain cancers. So as we close this journey, let's take a deep breath and reflect. True longevity is not built overnight. It isn't found in expensive supplements or hidden in a bottle. Let's remember the 5 greatest fruits for seniors after 60. First, blueberries, to keep your mind sharp and your memory clear. Second, avocados, to strengthen your heart and protect against stroke. Third, pomegranates, to nourish your circulation, reduce inflammation, and fight aging from within. Fourth, papayas, to support gentle digestion, power your immune system, and revive your energy. And now, fifth, apples, the simple daily habit that controls blood sugar, eases inflammation, and quietly extends your life. Each fruit supporting a different system of the body, each one proven by research, each one inspired by the stories of real people who chose not to let aging define them, but to let life, health, and hope guide them instead. Because when you speak to seniors who have crossed into their 90s and beyond with vitality still glowing in their faces, they don't talk about miracle cures. They talk about habits, simple, faithful habits. A bowl of fruit each morning, a walk in the fresh air, a calm spirit, a curious mind, a heart that stays open to the beauty of each new day. They remind us that aging isn't a curse, it's an honor, a privilege, a responsibility. One we carry by making the small, quiet choices that build a life worth. And to every senior watching today, hear this loud and clear. You are not alone. You carry stories this world still needs. You hold wisdom that cannot be replaced. And every small choice you make, from the foods you eat to the kindness you show yourself, can add not just years to your life, but life to your years. Start today. a handful of blueberries, a slice of avocado toast, a glass of pomegranate juice, a bowl of ripe papaya, a crisp apple at sunrise. These are not just fruits. They are tools of strength, symbols of self-respect, acts of enduring hope. If this video touched your heart or gave you something to think about, we would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell us, which fruit are you going to add to your daily life and why? Your story could inspire someone else. And if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone you care about. Every click, every comment, every subscription helps us continue bringing educational, emotional, and empowering stories to the senior community. Together, let's honor the journey of aging. Let's protect our health with every bite, every breath, every choice. And let's keep moving forward, with strength in our hearts, clarity in our minds, and a fruit bowl full of life. Thank you for being here with us. We'll see you in the next video.